And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Another year has gone by, and after determining this year's winners, it's time to determine this year's losers. This is the top 10 L's of 2022, and we're starting off this list with number 10, Duck Duck Go. And starting off at number 10, we have Duck Duck Go. DDG is on this list for turning into the corporate goons they talk against in their commercials. Number 1. When the Ukraine versus Russia war started, their CEO jumped on the virtue signaling bandwagon and stated that Russian propaganda sites will be downranked. Which, I hate Russia and this proxy war as a whole, but who is to say what's true and what's not? War is gray. Propaganda comes from both sides, both true and false. And guess what? All that privacy talk was BS. As it turns out, they were allowing Microsoft to track its users. They're a wolf in duck's clothing. But yeah, let's proceed with number 9. Established titles. Coming in at number 9 is Established Titles. Established Titles was a massive scam promoted by several YouTubers. They promised you that for a certain price you can own a square foot of land in Scotland and be considered a lord or a lady. But as it turns out, it was complete bullshit. They also stated that they would plant trees with their money earned, but as it turns out, they just paid some other company to do it. Anyways, this video here comes out exposing this scam, and now all the YouTubers who promoted it had to quickly apologize to save face. And while I do believe most YouTubers' apologies are genuine, as they probably seen other people promote it, I think some others are full of white lies. Not gonna name names here, but some stated that they thought it was a gag gift. If you thought it was just a gag gift, then why did you not advertise it as such? Plus, people were saying it was a scam years before this video dropped. But enough about this. Let's go on with number 8, Fate Legion. And at number 8, we have Fate Legion. Around July, there was this Apex Legends tournament, and during the match, this guy named Dilly teabags his own teammate. This virtue signaling crybaby decides to ban him because, "Come on guys, we're professionals here." Dilly stated on Twitter that there was no rules against teabagging, so this ban was very unjustified. Fate Legion, of course, doubles down with this wall of text, and they just got clowned on in the replies. Unfortunately, I can't show you because their account got suspended. It's funny, in this clown world we live in today, people think getting teabagged in a video game is the equivalent of real life assault. But yeah, let's get to number 7, IKEA. Taking 7th place is IKEA, or as I like to call them, Crapia. IKEA is on here for 2 reasons. Reason 1, they sent a cease and desist to an indie game company because the game developers made a store that's a parody of them. I'm pretty sure parody falls under fair use. These fuckers are the Take-Two Interactive of furniture stores. Reason 2, they were exposed for using Belarusian political prisoners to make their furniture. They don't even have the balls to address it. I have an idea. Why don't we make a video game where you're a political prisoner in Belarus making furniture for IKEA, parody name Stir? How mad would you think IKEA would get? Because if they see indeed that, they're admitting to using prisoner labor. Anyways, let's proceed to number 6, Twitter. Coming in at number 6, we have Twitter. Originally, I was gonna put Elon as a W, but I figured putting Twitter as an L would be more fitting because of the state it went through the past year. Where to begin? Reddit Spaceman buys Twitter for $40-something billion. The terminally online lose their collective shit and act like it's the end of the world. People start crying and say that they're leaving Twitter for good when like 95% of people who said that ended up staying. We get the best reactions out of shit for brain check marks like this one who compares himself to Ukrainian soldiers. Yeah, brah, you sure are rebelling Twitter by staying on there and give them ads and data. Stick it to the man. But it's all not good in my opinion. First thing, the $8 check marks. Giving Twitter $8 a month now gives you a phony ass check mark. Which, by the way, if you're running an old version of Twitter, you don't see them. With this, people started to impersonate big people and corporations. Even Elon himself. Elon put his foot down and took down accounts who were doing this. Probably because he didn't like being made fun of. Because we all know Elon has a history of firing employees who criticized Tesla. Another thing, Twitter stated that if you promote your accounts from other specific websites, you would get banned. That's very dumb and petty. They have since deleted this tweet. In my opinion, I do not care that Elon owns Twitter. At the end of the day, it's just one elitist overlord handing the keys over to another elitist overlord. But yeah, let's talk about number 5. Elon. And at number 5, we have this woman who plays Warzone. I'm not going to mention her name because I get the feeling she's one of those criticize me and I'll false flag you types. But yeah, this woman plays Warzone and people have assumed she cheats and hacks because her gameplay is a little fishy. There's plenty of videos documenting her cheating that can explain it a lot better than me. I personally believe she does cheat, and the reason I think she doesn't get banned is because she's an Activision plant, and you have other Activision plants covering up her cheating. But her cheating has nothing to do with her being on this list. A few weeks ago, someone donated her calling her a cheater and whatnot, and she gets so salty and reads out his first and last name. I don't care if you nerds consider that doxing or not. It's still a scummy thing to do. Originally, she got banned for 2 weeks because of this, but ended up getting unbanned within 5 hours. If I had to guess, it's either because Twitch staff are simps, Activision contacted Twitch and told them to unban her, or both. Anyways, she releases an apology which is incredibly half-assed. She lives in such an echo chamber too, that she has to filter out only positive comments. Just look at that like to dislike ratio. She reminds me of a certain woman who I talked about back in 2020. Anyways, let's proceed with number 4, FTX. And at number 4, we have FTX. FTX was the second most popular crypto exchange. This was endorsed by many global elites like Bill Clinton and Nick Blair. But this year, this exchange filed for bankruptcy. Over $1 billion worth of customer funds down the drain. This, of course, caused a lot of cryptocurrency to tank. The CEO, Sam Bankman-Fried, was just praised by the mainstream as this Warren Buffett of crypto. I could sit here and explain the whole story of FTX, but that would take forever, and there's people out here who could explain it a lot better than me. But pretty much, it was a whole massive scheme. The CEO stepped down, then later on got arrested in the Bahamas for conspiracy to commit wire fraud. But that's pretty much how far this story goes. Other people have speculated that FTX collapsed for a much darker reason, but for my sake, I will not get into that. But let's get on with number 3, Kanye West. Man, this one hurts. Taking the number 3 L is Kanye West. Boy, oh boy. October 9th, Kanye tweets out this bizarre tweet on how he's gonna go DEFCON 3 on a certain group of people when he wakes up. I saw this tweet 15 minutes after it was posted and was able to archive it. When I read this, I was blown away by this. This was the start of Kanye's downfall. After this, Adidas dropped him, his bank closed on him, and his art degree was taken away. Wait, where have I seen this before? He even went on the Alex Jones show and said that he liked the funny mustache guy. Oh man, now I don't know if Kanye has had a bad time with his handlers or a certain group of Jewish people, and maybe that's why Kanye grouped all the Jews into one group. But I will say this, not every global elitist is Jewish, and not every Jew is power hungry. But damn, Kanye talking about Hollywood elites being Satanists that do sacrifices is definitely raising some eyebrows. As a matter of fact, update, he went missing. I hope he's okay. I hope the elites didn't get him. But enough about this. Let's get to number 2, the GTA 6 leak. Taking the silver medal is the GTA 6 leak. This L is more on Rockstar, but I really don't like having runner-ups in these videos. But yeah, back in September on GTA 5's anniversary nonetheless, footage of GTA 6 was leaked on GTA forums. And no, this was not some clickbait made by a crappy YouTuber. This was the real deal. Over an hour's worth of early footage was leaked for the public to see. I'm not going to get into detail on what was shown because I know the Take-Two Mafia will take this video down, which is a reason why we know it to be the real deal. But how did this happen? Well, this hacker, who was the same guy who hacked Uber, was able to get into Rockstar's Slack channel and found this footage. He went by the name of Uber Teapot Hacker. He also had the source code for GTA 5 and was demanding ransom from Rockstar for it not to be leaked as well. But a week or so later, the hacker was found and arrested by the FBI in the UK. And for hacking an American company, that could get you extradited. As it turns out, the hacker was a 17-year-old. Damn, a billionaire company getting hacked by a kid. Well, then again, Rockstar doesn't know how to fix online on PC. But the kid had bad OPSEC, which is why he got caught. First of all, teapot? British people love tea. Second, you use proton mail, which has been known to help glowies in the past. And third, you were asking for Bitcoin, and Bitcoin wallets are public. I wouldn't say this leak is as big as Half-Life 2's leak, but wow, this was bizarre. Can I get a drum roll please for number 1? Number 1. Volition. And of course, taking the number 1 L of 2022 is Volition. Volition takes the number 1 L for their behavior within the past year. Where to begin? Last year, they announced that they were rebooting the Saints Row series with this graffiti wall teaser. People of course assumed that they were going back to their gangsta roots and not this alien bullcrap. But oh boy, we couldn't have been more wrong. Their first trailer drops, and what in the hell is this? These aren't gangsters, these are a bunch of nerds. We didn't ask for this. We want to be sipping 40 ounces, not Starbucks coffee. Of course, this got massive backlash, and instead of properly responding to the criticism, they treat their fanbase like garbage and call them haters. You can tell something's going to be dog shit if the creators diss their own fanbase. I mean, look at this. These devs even have the audacity to call us terrorists. And side note, there was even a gimmick account allegedly made by the devs to defend this upcoming pile of junk. I say this because this account was followed by devs and went quiet for a whole month on the day the game released, but the account returned a month later just to dox someone for doing something as tasteless. But yeah, August 22nd, the game drops, and guess what? To no one's surprise, it was a massive pile of dog shit. It was pretty buggy, gentrified, and the story, God, don't get me started with the story. There's an amazing video by the professional discussing this behemoth. Anyways, the game ended up flopping and Volition ended up liquidating into Gearbox Software because of it. I predicted they were gonna go down the shitter within 5 years. That was a pretty big window of time, huh? You know what they should have done? Made another sequel to Saints Row 2, have it take place in another universe from the third and beyond, have Dex as the main antagonist, and have it actually go back to its gangsta roots. God, why couldn't Volition hire me to make the game? I would have made them millions. But yeah, this is why Volition takes the #1 L of 2022. So this was the top 10 L's of 2022. Do you agree? Disagree? Let me know in the comments below. I wish each and every one of you a happy new year. Alright, peace out.